Hi Cancer, welcome to the channel and thanks for being here. I'm going to go ahead and start your Cancer Twin Flame readings for the Cancer Twin Flames. Cancer Twin Flame. Cancer Twin Flames. Cancer Twin Flame. Okay. So the first card that flew out, the Hanged Man. The second card, Seven of Cups. Justice. Nine of Wands. King of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. So some sort of obsession, control, a pattern at the bottom of the deck. So the first card that came out, the Hanged Man. So maybe changing your perspective, or let's clarify the cards for the Cancer Twin Flames. Cancer Twin Flame. The High Priestess flipped over. The High Priestess. Okay, so you could have blocked your person or your person blocked you, Cancer. And you could be intuitively guided. So at the moment you could be stuck in a rut, not knowing what your next move should be. You're contemplating, you're looking for another perspective on the connection. The High Priestess came out, okay? So you could be really creative. Let me see what's gonna come out. Queen of Swords. And initiating new ideas. Creative and initiating new ideas. Like I said, you may have blocked your person or your person distanced themselves from you, the Hermit. So it's about letting go, releasing whatever conflicting energies that created a blockage in the connection or some sort of separation, stepping into a new space, clearing out the baggage, not holding on to any grudges, not bringing up, things from the past that could have caused an interruption in the connection, but starting to move forward. Starting to move forward, becoming inspired, creating new creative ideas, changing your perspective on the connection. Bottom of the deck, the Sun, and healing, working on yourself, finding what makes you happy. So you could have, Cancer, blocked your person from communicating with you, interacting with you, because you feel like you want to step into more of your happiness, what makes you happy, or you could just be healing. But whatever it is, you're looking for your happy place. So you're coming up with different ideas. Maybe that's what you need to do in case if you feel like you're in a rut. It's about, initiating and creating new ideas, becoming creative, and letting go of the past grudges, um any past conflict, whatever. It's time to let that go and to start fresh off of your new ideas, off of your creativity, not holding on to baggage, what no longer serves you anymore, no longer doing the same old cycles, the same old patterns, no longer obsessing over your person. Um, if you are addicted to any substances, it's about letting go of those substances and not letting those substances control you. The Seven of Cups. So it could be um, you running to substances whenever things don't work out with your person. It's about letting go of those old patterns and cycles so that you can create new ways of going about your circumstance and situation. Because something, it doesn't serve you anymore. It doesn't serve you anymore. Maybe you decided to heal yourself, or you want to go towards things that make you happy, things that don't depress you or make you feel stuck. Maybe you're deciding to change your perspective, whatever it is. It shows that there's a need for you to go within and to bring out your creativity and to let go of what no longer serves you, to surrender what you are aware that you can't control at this particular moment in time that you want it to change. So maybe you've distanced yourself from your person to heal, or your person distanced themselves from you in order for them to heal, so that the both of you can stop, negative patterns and cycles. Um, and maybe you were trying to take too much control in the connection, Cancer. It's time to shift your focus and let go of what no longer serves you and get out of the same old pattern and cycles. So the Seven of Cups in the reading. Ten of Wands. So, like I said, there could be substance use. It's about letting go of those substances, no longer relying on those substances, and taking care of your responsibilities now. Doing your inner work, taking responsibility by working on yourself and not letting impulses control you. Stepping into a new space, doing things differently. Queen of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy in the heart of the reading. So it's about taking those creative gifts and being consistent with it. Taking those creative gifts and being consistent with it. Taking care of your responsibilities. Justice card. And finding balance, finding harmony. And not being misled off track, or not being misled away from your goals. Finding harmony in what you do so that you don't procrastinate, that you feel motivated to get up and accomplish those things every day. Um, because you may feel, Cancer, that your person has options. You feel like your person has options. So you need to shift your focus away from them and take care of your responsibilities. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups, going towards your passions, motivations, your desires. Through those new ideas, through initiating new ideas, tapping into your inner world of self-discovery, having harmony and balance and not being impulsive, being consistent with your goals, taking care of your responsibilities. So you feel like your person has options. You need to shift that focus off of your person in order to build your confidence. You don't want to let baggage of, you know, all kind of things weighing you down. You don't want to let things weigh you down where it takes away your confidence. And at the same time, you don't want to multitask so much that you burn yourself out. Being in an illusion. Stick to your main goal. Stick to your main goal, and the rest will be along the way. But when you dabble in too much things, you burn yourself out. You need to find balance. Because it shows that you're taking up too many things than what you can handle. You don't want to burn yourself out. The Knight of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the Hanged Man. Okay, so don't be in such a rush with the opportunity with your person. You need to change your perspective because you feel like maybe you'll have a missed opportunity with your person. You feel like you could have a missed opportunity with your person. You need to change your focus and focus more on yourself. Don't focus so much on your person where you're coming up with all kind of illusions to make you feel like you need to do more than you should. Don't start people pleasing. Um, at the same time, don't just sit around and wait for your person. Don't just sit around and wait for your person. So the bottom of the deck is the Moon. Do your inner work. Start with shadow work first. And think about the same old patterns that you've been doing from the past and now. So that has to do with shadow work in order for you to have more discipline in what you're doing and what you're trying to accomplish. So you could be procrastinating a lot. You could be procrastinating a lot. It's about you getting up and being a true alchemist and not just waiting around on your person. It looks like you could be holding on to a lot of past, old and outdated natures that you need to do shadow work to release and let go of. Um, you could have been trying to manipulate your person in order to get control because you feel like you could be losing them. But that is just a sign for you to do your inner work because maybe you feel that way because you're not doing anything in the connection with your person. So it's like your spirit is telling you to get up and do something. Go into mission, do something that resonates with your soul, a gift or talent that resonates with your soul. That you've put on the back burner way too long enough. And that's going to help you to not be so impulsive, to not be so controlling or demanding expectations, validations from your person. The Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands. The Six of Cups. Okay, so there's unfinished business. Even though you guys may not be on much of speaking terms, there's still unfinished business with the Six of Cups there. And your person could be reminiscing, thinking a lot of sweet things about you. The Queen of Cups, they may be admiring how you're compassionate, how you're patient, how you're gentle. At the same time, in the Ten of Pentacles, success, equal give and take, partnership, compassion. So you're initiating new ways and ideas that have to do with your gifts and talents, um, creating abilities or discovering abilities, capabilities that you have. Maybe one of your gifts is your ability to be compassionate, being loving, and learning how to receive Cancer. That's a lot of your energy. You're very loving, you're very caring. Um, this person is very damaged, very wounded. Okay, and in order for you to be able to um, have that give and take, that reciprocity with this person, you're going to have to learn how to be a little bit vulnerable and not try to manipulate in order to get control from them, not using your feelings and your emotions to manipulate your person into feeling guilty in some way, shape, or form. It shows here that when you learn how to have an equal give and take with your person, a balance where you're not trying to people please them, and at the same time where you're not closing up your heart chakra, like when at times when you feel like separating yourself from the world and going into your shell, you need to have that balance with this individual because this individual um is very damaged. So Try not to open your heart chakra all the way, but just letting you know one of your gifts and talents is your compassion, your loving nature. But don't get too vulnerable and don't separate yourself from your person so much out of fear, because that's what a lot of cancers do. They're the crab. So when they feel intimidated or vulnerable, too vulnerable, they hide in their shell. So you need to find a balance because, like I said, one of your gifts and your talents is your compassion, your loving nature. Don't be too hard on this person. They've been through a lot. Maybe you're used to, going cold on your person from past relationships, being coming too cold or distancing yourself as out of your protection mechanism, or you've been too open, too vulnerable with your person. So there's something to do with a balance, having a balance there. That's how you're going to have success with your person, because your person is looks like they're damaged. Um and it also looks like you're hiding in your shell too much. Maybe you're sitting down at home too much. You're not doing anything with your gifts and talents. Maybe you're sitting at home too much and just waiting to receive your person instead of having a balance there. Um, you're just trying to protect yourself. Yes. If you don't want to reach out to them, do your mission work. Your person sees you as sweet, loving, very sexy. So keep the harmony in the connection, keep that balance in the connection where you're not becoming too attached and needy of them. Because this masculine is very 3D. They're busy chasing the bag. They could be easily influenced where they're not being their true self because they're binge watching or they watch a lot of YouTube videos on becoming an alpha or red pill YouTube videos, stuff like that. They're not being their true selves. So it's about you focusing on what you have put on the back burner for so long and stop trying to do too much. Don't try to people please your person. When your person is ready, they'll reach out to you. They'll come towards you. Like I said, Cancer in a reading, previous reading, learn how to receive. When your person comes towards you, receive them, interact with them, talk with them. Even though I said this person is very easily influenced, they watch a lot of videos and it's difficult for them to be their true self. Let me clarify the reading. Because of what they've been through in the past. The world. The high priest. So things will change into a new beginning when it's time to. So like I said, this person is very 3D, very traditional. They may be stuck in facilities or institutions all day working in the system. And this person, they want a new cycle, they want a new beginning. They want a new beginning, they want a new cycle. This person is very traditional to the point where they could be stuck too much in social norms. So it's important for you to do what you're doing as a twin flame. You have the inner knowing that you're a twin flame. It's time to do things of a twin flame, do things differently. Eight of Pentacles, through mission. Whatever you've left on the back burner for so long that resonates with your soul, it's time to, create your own path and to not, do things that your person expects you to do, because it shows that they're looking at a new beginning. There's a possible this person is looking at a new beginning with you. It shows that this person though is very stuck in their way, very traditional, very they adopted the social norms wholeheartedly. So whatever you do, it could be coming across as different to them. This person is taking time to what's the word? This person is taking their time to interpret everything in the connection. They see you're different. They are aware that they get a different feeling when it comes to you. It's just that this person needs to, you know, do what they have to do so that they can get out of that programmed way of living, that programmed way of believing, that programmed way of doing what they see on social media. They're reprogramming themselves. And you're doing that as well. That's mission. So that, you don't do things in a stereotypical way. So that you both can be your true selves and learn how to come together and achieve things towards success, or achieve things in a successful way, and not letting, social norms and social media confuse you. It looks like your person is deep into traditional social norms and thinking that they have to conduct themselves in a traditional social norm way that society tells them to. So they're learning how to get out of that mentality. It's like no matter how much they are involved in the world, because the world card is there beside the high priest, you're not going to be focused on what they do. You're going to be focused on your mission. And this masculine Cancer is very 3D. So don't just sit down and say that your person is coming back around, you're going to receive them. Get up and no longer procrastinate what you know resonates with you. No longer procrastinate on that. Build your confidence. Take care of your responsibilities, doing shadow work, your mission, and don't multitask too much. You don't want to burn yourself out. Focus on mission. Focus on yourself, because sure bet that's what your person is doing. There's a huge paradigm shift where, you know, all the game, all the game that you see on YouTube, content creators, when it comes to dating and alpha, beta, gender wars, and all of that revolves around focusing on yourself. For them, though, it's focusing on themselves to chase the bag. what you are aware of, what you have the inner knowing of, is so much bigger than that. And that's what you will discover in mission. Because your person is 3D'd out. They're 3D'd out. Probably their mentality is not even theirs. So the cards, you know what card is right on top of those cards? Mission card. Focusing on yourself. Your person could be very judgmental as well. Really analyzing you very hard. So that's why I'm saying don't open your heart chakra too much. Have that balance, okay? Don't hide in your shell too much. Just have that balance there. And don't carry baggage with you. Don't hold on to any grudges. It's hard, but the more you do your mission, your inner work, is how you're gonna have that intuitive knowing. That's why the high priestess is here. You're gonna have that inner knowing. And the high priestess and the hierophant, those are two counterparts. Those are two counterparts. So you're going to have the inner knowing to do your inner work, and your person is going to have the inner knowing of, the way that they're conducting themselves, how they're following traditional norms and what society and stuff like that. They're going to get tired of that eventually. So just focus on you, control your emotions. Control your emotions. And in order for you to have emotional fulfillment in the connection, you have to let go of your baggage. You have to let go of past traumas. And that has to do with shadow work. In order for you to, deepen the emotional connection with your person, you have to let go of traditional norms too. But that doesn't mean to leave yourself wide open. There has to be a balance there. And you'll get the intuitive knowing by doing mission. You'll know what to do. Things will happen in divine timing. But you feel like time is running out between you and your person. It's because, you could be procrastinating, taking your gifts and your talents for granted. So that sense of urgency is coming from that. It's not coming from your person. You don't want to miss an opportunity to experience what those gifts and talents can help you to experience. Queen of Swords. So it shows that the Queen of Swords has her back turned away from the mission card. She has her back turned away from the masculine in the reading, the King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. And karma. So be careful not to go back into your lower self. Be careful not to become 3D'd out like your person at the moment. Shows that you might turn you have it shows that there's a possibility that you could turn your back on mission and turn your back on your person altogether and become just as GMO as them, as genetically modified, just like them. So be careful to be careful that you don't Be careful that you think that mission, that you're too good for mission, and that you're too good for the connection altogether. Because you don't want to put out those expectations, and because you didn't get those expectations met at the time you wanted it to, you turn into a demon. You turn into a demon, and the karma card is the devil card. I think has to do like with the devil energy, continuing that same old pattern and cycle all over again of chasing the bag and being 3D'd out. So the wheel of fortune. So um there is a new beginning awaiting for things to move forward. It starts with you doing mission, working on yourself so that you can have a little bit of vulnerability with your person, and knowing when to protect yourself, knowing when to armor yourself up, having that intuitive inner knowing when to do so, when to go forward and when to step back a bit so that you can protect yourself in some way, shape, or form. Um, you don't want your emotions to control you. And the next thing you know, you wake up 10 years later in a bed that you made and you don't know how to get out. So that's why it's very important to do your shadow work, to do your mission work, so that you can get a hold of yourself and know what to do moving forward. The wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune. So there's going to be a new beginning and a new time for things to move forward. Things are going to move forward. Okay. So with the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. So it's the same thing what I was saying. Don't try to manipulate your person to get control with the Five of Swords, and don't run and hide into your shell with the Six of Swords. Not communicating with your person, blocking your person, and going going a long time without communicating with your person. There has to be a balance. Okay. King of Wands and the Sun. Your person is learning also how to heal and look at you in a different way, other than lust or a passionate way of looking at you. They're going to change the way that they're looking at you. No longer from a lust or only focus on the passion between the two of you, even though the passion is what pulls them in towards you. It's just the lust. You want to have that Six of Cups where it shows here, where even when you guys share that passionate moment with each other, you're both are not going to be tired of each other. So it's about working on those areas as well, going within so that you're not clingy, you're not too attached to your person, and making the changes that you want to see, making the changes that you want to experience. But be careful that you don't go into lack mentality of thinking where you feel like you need to be validated through your expectations. Because once those expectations don't get met, you're going to fall into your lower self. And that's continuing a pattern that you've already, had enough of. You already experienced that. Possibly going into substances or procrastinating or blocking your person, not speaking, going into separation from your person and not experiencing what you want to experience. So be very careful with that. That's why it's important to get out of your lower self so that you can stop the cycle and the pattern that hasn't been serving you. Okay? Because you know your person, you're very attracted to your person. Um, so when you experience with your person, you working on yourself and stuff like that, you're gonna feel good, you're gonna feel fulfilled. So don't let lack mentality make you go into your lower self and take it all away from you. Don't do that. And then you have to start all over again, and um instead of going forward, it pulls you back. So in order to move forward, you need that balance. Be open with your person, but not too open with them. And focus on yourself. Build your inner world. Focus on yourself. Let go of any burdens. Learn how to connect with your person. Don't procrastinate. Build your confidence. Build your confidence so that you don't have to rely on substances and stuff like that. Because your person is 3D'd out. So don't become 3D'd out like that. Okay? Um, so it's about taking care of your responsibilities and not putting all your responsibilities on your person, on a human being just like you, and expecting them to uphold those responsibilities, uphold those expectations and validations that you could be um, creating for yourself. Okay, Cancer, that was your reading. Thank you.